to another episode of the Pop-Up Podcast. It's your boy Prime Beats with my good brother Mr. Church in this thing.
Yep.
How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. Good. Glad for this opportunity, man. Ready to chop it up with you, man.
So let's get right into it, man.
Let's do it,
How did you get the name Mr. Church?
So it's crazy, man. For the longest, I'm gonna say about 10 years, rapping for me was just a tool that I used in ministry. God always linked me up with like youth for churches, and for Youth Sunday, I would just like we would just turn up, and that's as far as it went, right?
Yeah.
And at the time, my name then was Rod the God. Never heard of Charlemagne. It was Little God, Little G. I looked in Psalms. I saw that God called us a God, and I said I'm gonna call myself Rod the God, right? So then, fast forward to 2020. When God actually instructed me to take my music career serious, He changed my name. I heard it plain as day, go by Mr. Church. And I was like, God, that's Rod. What does that mean? And He broke the acronym down for me. Church, Mr. Church stands for change, humility, unity, righteousness, character, and hope. That's the church that I want to see, man. It's the church that I want to be a part of, a church that exemplifies all those characteristics. And so God said, that's my new name. That's my new brand, Mr. Church.
And that's important, the humble part, because we got to be humble and able for Him to elevate us, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand that Jesus came as a servant.
Come on.
Washing feet and everything.
Come on, man.
So who are we?
Who are we?
You know what I mean?
That's real.
How long have you been doing music, and what started you to really want to fall in love with the music thing? Because I know you love it by the way that music sounds.
I love it. I've had the gift to flip music. I'm gonna say pretty much all my life. I can listen to songs on the radio. That's why people get so many remixes from me, because I've always listened to music on the radio, the hottest track out, and I flip it for the gospel. I was doing that when I was younger, didn't understand it. But so all my life I've been dibbling dabbling with music. Professionally, I've been doing it since 2020.
That was out and then like that My Life song, I hit you up in the inbox, but you ain't even know what I was going through that day. You feel me, man? And it's like I had listened to the mix that you had sent me for the concert you came to, bro, and that thing just hit me. You know what I'm saying? This thing about things with my childhood and what I was going through right then, man. You know, I come from that broken home, so
you and me.
That blessed me to that day. You know
appreciate that, bro. To God be the glory.
So what inspired the song, bro?
My life, like you said, man, a broken place. My life is a remix that I did. I was searching on YouTube. I always search up if I like a song, even an R&B song. I may look up a hip hop instrumental for it, right?
Yeah.
So I was listening to my life, just thinking about my life, going through a tough time in my life, and I said, man, I'm gonna see if they got a hip hop version of Mary J. Blige beat, and they did. And it's like, man, when I put that beat on, the hook everything just flowed, man. Ain't no hooks to the beat because she the hook. But once I grabbed my pen and the pad, I just wrote, because it actually is talking about a time or a season in my life that I was actually going through, and how I was reflecting on everything that was going on around me.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you can tell that thing hit home though, boy. Like when real music hits you, it's gonna hit you no matter what you're going through to help you. Like
that's real.
Music medicine, bro.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it like that, man.
And can I just add on to that, Prime? It's crazy. If you think about my first line, I was the kid that I was raised up around my cousin. That was like my brother. I didn't have no brothers. I'm the oldest of 6 sisters, right?
Yeah.
And so my cousin is like my brother. I got in trouble. My dad is military. We moved to Alaska. I got in trouble in Alaska, and they sent me to live with my uncle, which is my cousin's dad. And my uncle is the first black man to open a supermarket in the southeastern region. Fact check me. His name is Greg Calhoun, right? Yeah. So I moved in with him. Of course, my cousin is the golden child. So I come around them because I got in trouble. But my cousin was smoking, and I'm smoking too at this time. You know what I mean? I moved in with my uncle when I was in high school. But everything that my cousin did, every piece of trouble he got in, it had to be me. It was me. But really, it was him. And I was the fall guy. And it'll be a lot of times I'll be counseling him through this situation, like, no, cuz we don't need to do that. Because XYZ, he'll be like, cuz I ain't standing that. And if I pull myself away from the situation, then it's almost like I told on him, because why are you here and your cousin over here? So I would end up going along, and whatever happened, I'd be the fall guy. So long story short, I fast forward when my family found out I was preaching, because I did used to fight. Now I ain't gonna lie, I used to love the hands. I get upset, bro. Them hands get active. But my family found out I was a preacher, bro. They was like, "Are you crazy?" That's why in the line I say, "Who would have ever thought that I'd be rapping, giving glory to God, preaching, going super hard?" Nobody. It's hard for them to process that now. That Rod is a preacher. It's crazy.
It's like that, bro. Like God chose us knuckleheads.
Come
You know
on,
what I'm
man.
saying? The same
Come on,
thing, bro.
man.
Like they told me I had jailhouse religion when I got out of prison. You feel me? And I done been out since I came home at 08.
Right?
Can't be a phase, can't be a fad. It's got to be a real life.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
And God allow us to go through them things and to be the knucklehead so we can have something to tell somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Relate and connect.
Yeah, man. Like being in them detention centers, that's the only way that them kids can relate to me.
That's real.
I once was them. You know what I mean? So as a father, bro, I know you're a father like me. What's the biggest misconception of fathers in society today? Let's just keep it a buck. Black fathers.
Like that we ain't involved. Man, listen, watch this. That is so crazy because my first wife passed.
Man.
She passed, right? And at the time she passed, we had 4 kids.
Wow.
They were 6, 4, 3, 2.
Right.
Bro, and I never folded. I got married years later, and they right now, one of them is in retail, one of them is in the Navy, one of them just went to the University of Alabama, and one of them is about to graduate this year.
Right.
So we are very involved and here go the kicker, when we're allowed. Because a lot of times the system, and when people feed into the system and that systematic thinking, then they do everything to block the man from being a father and then say that he wasn't a father. When in essence, he probably was a father that was blocked from doing his fatherly duties because of the system.
That's real, man. I can relate. Like 2 years, I wasn't even able to see my daughter because of disagreements with me and her mother. You know what I mean? But God worked that thing out. My daughter would sneak and text me. You feel me? Then finally she picked up the phone one day. Mama, take me to go see my daddy. I'm actually leaving at 5 in the morning to go see her wrestle in North Carolina in the morning.
Come on, man.
You know
so
I mean?
You understand.
I understand.
Yeah.
I can relate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked you the question, because I don't know what your story was, but I know as a black father, sometimes they look at us as, but we're really important, man. It's different, especially with them girls. Them girls need us just as well as them boys, but them girls need us in a special type of way, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm shocked. Mine normally will be right over here somewhere.
Right.
My middle daughter, stay on this hip. Going to Alabama, we both cried like a baby because she's so attached to being up under me. She don't spend the night with folks. She don't do none of that. She love being up under her daddy, so I can relate when you say that. Yep. And my boys too. Like, you could tell a difference of a young man whose father was present from baby to older than versus a young man who didn't have that privilege. You know what I mean? Because we no matter what people say, they're looking always continuously for that because that's the way God made it. You know what I mean? So you'll look for that until you're gone.
That's real, man. This is like, it's important. Like my youngest, I got a 20, 19, and 5. Don't ask me how that happened. But my 5-year-old, she got diagnosed with autism last year. Right? You know what I mean? And she was struggling with language arts. My wife was like, "Baby, let's go get a tutor." That light bulb popped up. My daughter can hear a song 2 times and know the song.
That's crazy.
I went ahead and made a song with a spelling word.
Come on, man.
She went from an F to pass. She got all the words right, bro. Just by me teaching her in another way.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can't let the system dictate how our children should learn.
That's crazy.
Some of them are visual learners.
Yeah.
Some of them learn by just hearing.
Yeah.
You got to use different tools. You got to use something that they catch on with, which is music.
Yeah.
In some cases, to teach them, bro. And like, her teacher was even like, "How did she learn so quickly?" My wife told her, "Hey, her daddy made her a song." So every week, no spelling words, same beat, same song. I switch the spelling words. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. That's dope.
God give us a gift for a reason, and it's not just for ministry all the time.
What
pretty much, I found our first ministry, so it's still ministry.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And that's so dope because it's something that we say, but we don't really take to heart. That a lot of times, man, we send our kids to the school system and we allow them to be all the teachers that they ever hear, all the teaching that they ever get. But man, we supposed to be the first teachers.
That's real.
You know what I mean? I'm always and it's crazy. We always talk about weird stuff around my kids, meaning historical stuff. If we watching something, I try to share deeper. I actually took them to my hometown, Montgomery, Alabama, got a slavery museum. Man, I would tell everybody, my wife went to, everybody who can go, man, that thing it's the music, the setting, they got sculptures with African people faces on them, man.
Yeah.
They take you through, it's all kind of facts on the wall, and it's one of the parts of it that really stood out was they have a cell, a whole bunch of cells back to back to back, as if it's on the boat.
Man.
And when you go to each one, it's a hologram of a person that's like they trapped in there. It's like when we went to a lady and everybody kind of started tearing up, who was like, well, it's two. The one lady's like, have you seen my kids? Can you help me find my kids? It's the hologram talking to you. So you standing there and it's like, man, it really puts you in that moment. Then there's another one where two kids are looking for their mom. And it's like, man, that's crazy.
It's just like that feeling.
Yeah,
probably because of the hologram of what you see around.
That's crazy, bro.
I want to switch lanes too, man. So us here in Jacksonville as artists, as Christian artists, what do you think is missing to bring us together? Because really we the body.
Yeah.
What would bring us together that we can really see that revival in the streets? That we can really do what God called us to do on a whole nother level with just the artists here in Jacksonville, just speaking on us.
Man, it's crazy, man. Real unity. And what I mean by that is really being invested in seeing us get into a different place with our artistry. A lot of times, and I'm just speaking of Jacksonville, right? And I can tell you the difference in Atlanta, because I lived in Atlanta as well, and I lived in Atlanta doing music. So with Jacksonville, people will come to your events, but it's to spectate. It ain't really to try to add to it, or it's really just to see what you got going, and then that's as far as it goes. So real unity will cause you to not only come to a personal event, but to actually see if I can contribute in some type of way with resources, or how can I help your event go to the next level, bro? What can I do besides come and just spectate, or even come and just put my gift on display? Yeah. How can I really be a help to you, right? Versus like in Atlanta, it's like that. Yeah, Atlanta people actually lock in, and if they come to your event, they trying to plug you, like we just did prior to this podcast. They trying to actually plug you with resources that can actually help, whether it be a venue or somebody that can take your event to the next level. It's a different culture in Atlanta because it's well, I don't want to, it's just a different culture. It's a different culture.
Yeah. Keep it real, bro. Whatever.
Yeah, what I was gonna say was this: it's a lot of black. It's a embraced black culture in Atlanta, and because of that, they know that they are each other's everything. You know what I mean?
And that's what we really got to get.
Yeah, we don't. In Jacksonville, unfortunately, man, it's a lot of division. It's a lot of division.
I just know we would be stronger together with, say, like with me. I do T-shirts. I do beats.
Right.
You may bring something to the table. You may have another dude that do beats. Imagine if everybody came together and did one album and put all our resources together.
Yep.
And really like took this city over, because there's too much crime, there's too many youth crashing out. But we divided in the body, so how we gonna bring them in?
We can't, because we pulling them over here, somebody pulling them over there, but they see all us together. But I got an event over here, then I got an event over here, I got an event over here. But with that being said, what if we came up with like an organization where all events go up under one umbrella, so we ain't stacking events over top of each other, but more so we saying, okay, it's a calendar.
Y'all heard that, right? Bro put it out there. So
organization.
So what we gonna do? It's on the table. I'm in, bro in. I know sis in.
I'm in.
What we gonna do as the body? Like, we gotta really come together. We got to stop all this division. Yep. Many members, one body. We in them last days right now, man. It's really that revelation time period right now. And we got to do what we got to do to bring souls in, man. He say those who win souls is wise. So put your pride to the side. Put what you think your title is to the side. We ain't nothing without God. Let's keep it real.
That's a bar.
We a mess without God. Let's come together. Let's get on one accord. Let's stop talking about it and be about it. You know what I mean? Go on a mission with it. I'm on a mission with it. Let's do this thing, man. There's too many of us that God blessed the talent with that ain't for us. The talent ain't for us. It's to win souls. It's to give him glory. It's to praise and worship him. But what we gonna do in this season? We're at the top of the year. What's the day? The 2nd?
The day the 2nd.
We're at the top of the year. We got a whole year to do this thing, man. Let's come together. Y'all reach out. And what you think would bring us to the place of unity and being together?
You hit it on the head. Really putting pride to the side. Yep. And watch this. I'm gonna tell you too, because the struggle creates pride. And man, I'm really preaching to myself, right? Because I'm not saying that I'm perfect or I'm exempt from what we trying to get beyond. And what I mean is this: the struggle will make us go in to the point to where it becomes prideful, and you don't want to rely on nobody else because you're going through such a tough patch and you're really trying to figure it out. You don't think nobody will actually be that help that you need to get to the next level. So that's pride.
Yeah,
so cool. I would say put the pride to the side, and instead of allowing the struggle to make you think, man, I gotta, man, allow God looked at Adam and said it's not good for man to be alone. That wasn't just a wife, because in the wife, in that unity, he saw more than a wife. He saw family.
That's real.
So, man, we got to realize that we really need each other.
That's real.
Really need each other.
That's probably why I do 1,000,001 things to keep it real with you. Like waiting on people and trying to have a team of good people. It's been hard over the years, bro. It's like you have somebody committed for some months. They see that God done bless you with a door that done open and things are moving good. But when that slow season comes, it's like people are scattered. But like, we got to be together through the good and the bad.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. And I don't get it. So I do everything on my own. Yep. You know what I'm saying? From editing the videos to the whole nine. But it's just what it is, man. Until we can come together. Yep. Until we can get people to come together, man.
So what do you think? What do you think is that we need to do to come together? Because I'm really interested in it, bro. I believe together we'll be so strong. In Jacksonville, there's so many artists. There's so many good artists. And it is crazy because in the industry, Jacksonville doesn't get the acknowledgement that they could if they really was exposed to what's going on in Jacksonville.
I think what it is, and I even tried after the concert. That's why I was trying to get everybody to come to Handle Park. And my idea, me and Money was talking about it. We'll produce the whole thing. We got all the resources. Everybody, let's come together. But commitment. I think it's really commitment and not seeing yourself as here. Mm-hmm. All us on the same playing field. Yeah. There ain't none of us no millionaires right now, man. Let's just come together and put our ideas together. Commitment. And really putting the plan together, like sitting down and putting the plan in motion, coming together. That's what it's gonna take. We can talk all day, but if we ain't coming together and if we ain't committed to it, and we don't have direction to where we're going, it's just like a road map. GPS, you ain't got direction, you ain't going nowhere. Hamster on the wheel. That's what I think, bro. But I know God doing something in this season, but the right people got to come together, man. Yeah. He's really doing something in this season, man. Yeah. And like, I've been hearing God's voice more clear in the last few days, bro. Come on, man. You feel me? On, man. You know, some seasons you feel like you ain't really hearing God.
And I think that's on purpose. That's part of faith, walking that thing out.
Yeah. I can share a situation with you, man, like handling financial things, man. I was down to my last a few days ago, bro. Come on, man. I hear like, instead of go to the neighborhood Walmart, my little one's like, Dad, I want some pancakes. And I know she want eggs with it. So I'm going to the store to go get some eggs. I usually go to the neighborhood Walmart by Queens Harbor. Mm-hmm. I hear go to the big Walmart on Kearney. Then I go to the BJ's right over there to get some gas. So ironically, if I'm going home, I can go straight down to Kearney and hit the Wonderwood, go back towards the beach. As I'm driving, God is my witness, bro. Look like it's $1 in front of me, right? I done put it in park. I'm finna go get that dollar because it's kind of low. It's an old $100 bill.
That's crazy.
It ain't even windy, bro. 2 more brand new $100 bills float. $300. God is my witness, bro. I'm like, man, I was just praying about some things with my son, and God answered a prayer like that, bro. That old $100 bill symbolized God is finna give me what I supposed to got last season, and then the 2 new $100 bills is he gonna give me double in the new season. Ooh, sometimes we just got to get to that place with God, like, God, I need, you know what I need. I'm gonna pray about my kids, and I know you gonna supply everything else, cause even though I mentor kids, I can't really get through to my son right now. Right. He's not hearing me right now. But I know God gonna put somebody in this path for him to hear. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
God, he doing something in this season, bro.
God said, you take care of my business,
I'm gonna take care of
yours.
You know what I mean?
Come on, man. That's good.
People may see it from the outside, but they don't know what
they don't know. Yeah.
Keep paying this rent or pay this or pay that. You only see on the outside. You might see the nice things, but that might have been from 2 seasons ago.
I'm gonna tell you why that's so crazy, bro. I on New Year's Day, right? Because I say sometimes, man, why it's so good for us to conversate, because again, you'll think you're on an island by yourself. Mm-hmm. And your struggle, and so that's why I was talking about a little while ago. It'll make you go so deep in trying to figure it out that you forget that your blessing might be sitting right here across the table. But I said that to say, New Year's, I said to myself, I was like, man, stuff got to turn for me.
Yep.
It got to turn, right? So I'm like, I believe conversations are what bring you closer. Understanding, the Bible says in all your getting, get understanding. Right?
You got to.
So I said that to say, I had a conversation with my dad, and I said, Dad, I'm just trying to figure some stuff out. Because I seen this man work so many jobs, and then but I never seen him really get fold to the pressure. He took care of all of us. My dad was in the military, my mom was a homemaker, and I said, how did you do it? And so he walked me through it, and he walked me through some stuff, and then now I'm seeing my dad in probably one of the best financial seasons that I've ever seen him in. And this is what he said to me that stuck with me. He said, son, patience. Because see, patience won't allow you to get ahead of God. And God continued to minister that thing to me. He said, because sometimes what I told you was going to get, you want it before you really ready to get it.
Come on, man.
So that's why patience is so key. That's why patience is so key, because patience will allow you to relax and just keep on preparing yourself. And keep on getting ready and keep on trusting. Because guess what? He's still giving you manna. That's what we get uncomfortable with, that he's going to give it to you every day. And he ain't going to allow you to get more than what you're going to need for that day. And then you got to come back to him tomorrow. My dad said patience, and I said, thank you. I said, thank you, because that's all I needed to hear. I just needed to hear, be patient. Son, be patient. And in patience, keep working your work.
Keep doing what he called you to do.
Doing what he called you to do.
Even in the midst of when we went homeless and we lost everything in 2014, I still was doing outreach.
Come on.
I got my blessing at Eureka Garden. Matter of fact, with Eureka Garden. To get into the place that we end up living in that season. After sleeping in the car from hotel to hotel. From owning the business, being up, to overnight losing everything because I ain't listening to my wife. You can't save everybody. You got to stop getting all your family money. You got to stop doing this and that. You got to stop feeling like you can save the world financially. I ain't listening to my wife. Has always been a giver. You got to listen to that real for a reason. That's the piece of it, man. So before we get up out of here, man, share with the people, if they want to book you, how can they get in contact with you?
So if you want to book me, then you can book me at mrchurch1979@gmail.com. You want to follow me on social media? I use TikTok and Instagram presently. You can follow me on TikTok at IamTheChurch3. Put church like an acronym, a dot in between every letter. And then Instagram is IamTheChurch3, no dots, just IamTheChurch3. Follow me, man. Let's connect. I'm always looking to fellowship. I'm always looking to do music with my brothers and sisters, so hit me up.
And speaking of music, man, talk about the new music that you got coming out.
Yeah, man, I'm excited, man. I got an EP coming out with my wife. It's called The Sun and the Moon. I'm excited about that. We got 5 hot tracks, man, that's going to be on that. And then I'm going to drop a ballad. I don't know if I'm going to do an EP or an LP, but come around Resurrection time, God has given me a title for my own project, and it's entitled Resurrection.